Singapore is looking to its people to take greater ownership of local culture and heritage. It's part of the country's new master plan to celebrate the nation's history, invest in its legacy, and boost the museum sector. Sherry Locke tells us more.
Katong's Joo district is famed for its colourful cafes and intricate architecture, but behind the iconic facades are more stories to uncover. And the National Heritage Board is helping this community bring them to life.
We get access to a lot more resources, professional help, so we hope to develop training for our volunteers and people who help us organize the events, and also with Heritage Board's input and resources to bring more maturity to the programs.
The collaboration promises more street corner exhibits, bazaars and walking tours. Over the next few years, 3 more neighbourhoods will get a similar boost.
By working with members of the community, with the general public, we hope to use heritage to instill a greater sense of belonging and also to encourage a greater sense of ownership among Singaporeans for heritage.
2, 1...
The plan takes into account some 72,000 ideas and suggestions from the public.
We have always kept Singaporeans and our communities, which are special, as the central focus in our plans in our effort to safeguard and promote our heritage. After all, our heritage, our past, our treasures, what we see, our practices, they all revolve around Singaporeans and our communities.
It's also enlisting young Singaporeans to create a blueprint to strengthen their own engagement.
The blueprint ideally will help understand what is the youth's perspective on heritage today. How can we create initiatives that connect to the youth?
The master plan builds on recent successes in putting Singapore's heritage on the world map and efforts to innovate the museum experience. And special museum tours will take visitors as far back as 1887. The tour takes visitors through the Peranakan Museum and highlights artifacts that act as building blocks of Singapore's multicultural identity. For instance, this kabaya, which is a traditional garment worn by many communities here. The Heritage Plan also entails more support for such craftsmen, in the hopes that the symbols of Singapore's indelible identity live on to inspire future generations.